Ayo, what's good guys? Another video here. Today we got what's something in Europe that's changed your mind as an American. I've never been outside of America, but ayo, you guys seem to really enjoy me watching these videos, and honestly I find it quite interesting, so let's get to it.
Americans who've been to or traveled to Europe, what's something Europe has changed in your mind that now you can't let go?
So when I was 19, I lived in England. I studied abroad while in college. I could talk about a lot of things, including the issues with urban sprawl that we have in America that they don't have in Europe. So anyway, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about food. I was eating at least 5,000, 6,000 calories a day. Easy. I was also walking every day, everywhere. However, not enough to burn that many calories. I was eating shit. Like pure and utter shit. I was not eating good food. I was eating McDonald's, KFC, burger, bad food, and I lost 35 pounds. 35. Damn. I came back to the States, no acne, no anxiety. I could not wear the clothes in my closet. They were hanging off of me. When Tesco says your peaches are going to expire on the 9th of June, they mean the 8th of June. There are no preservatives. There are no artificial hormones. There are nothing in those foods. And I miss it every day.
Hey, yo. So here's the thing. I've actually, I know a little bit. All I always hear, though, is food is bigger in America. That's the main thing I always hear about. But, is there other differences? Is everything, all fresh from the farm out there? Is that how it is? What's up? You know? What's up?
I cannot describe it. I came back to the States, and I got sick the first time I ate food.
Americans who
That's crazy. Yo, that's really interesting, actually. Yo, fill me in.
been to or
I want to know
traveled
more
to
about
Europe,
that.
what's something Europe has changed in your mind that now you can't let go? I'll go first. I don't know about y'all, but I've had the chance to spend 2 weeks in Finland over the last couple years, and it's changed a lot about my perspective. But currently what I'm battling is that I just had to leave 2 supermarkets because our meat is disgusting. In Helsinki, all the salmon was so rich. I mean, granted, the harbor's right there, but literally the salmon was almost like grapefruit colored. Our sickly, nasty orange salmon, bleh. And it's like I don't even relate to chicken here anymore. The chicken wings in Finland are so little and crispy and light. The chicken wings here, the fat layer is just so thick. There's fat inside on the bone, like Finland literally would never. Even our beef looks gray. Our meat quality has to be making us sick because there's no way. These animals are sick and they're still feeding them to us. They cannot continue eating corn. We don't digest corn, neither do they.
I think what it is with the food, because that's interesting, is I wonder if, with the chickens, for example, I wonder if you guys use different breeds of chickens for meat chickens, For example, broiler chickens. That's a type of meat chicken that's common around here. What kind, shit like that. I wonder if that has something to do with it. I'm sure what they're fed has a huge part of it. So, yeah, that's interesting. Is everything out there grass-fed? Because I know it's interesting how compared to... Because I used to live in North Carolina, which is a really long way away from where I live now in Illinois. The differences are, here, beef is a lot better. I'm not going to say everything, but, you can get grass-fed beef a lot easier compared to, say, out in North Carolina where the beef isn't as good, but you can get really good seafood. So it's very case-by-case there, but I wonder if... I don't know,
And even
fill me in. Again, I never thought about this too much, but I'm really curious now.
if they're pasture raised, what about the pesticides in the pasture? This country is 6 degrees of fucked up. Finland, me please. Is that I just had to leave 2 supermarkets because our meat is disgusting.
Would you also accept the submission of the culture shock a European gets when we come to the States?
Okay,
Mind you,
what's
when
up?
they told me that we were gonna go live in the States, I was stoked. Because for me, the US was Six Flags, Universal Studios, Disneyland, In-N-Out Burger. But over time, I started falling in a sort of uncanny valley. There was the food. Cheese was just a block of plastic. Have you ever seen what mozzarella is supposed to look like? And I slowly started realizing that everything tasted chemically. So you have ginormous vegetables, but they taste like nothing. I realized that the difference in volume is just made up of water. Now I realize why so many of you, in order to spice your food, you have to put powdered garlic and powdered onion. Instead of the real thing, it's because it's dehydrated. You need less volume to get the same punch. But go get thee some garlic in the Mediterranean. It will knock you off your feet. It is pungent. You just use the fresh thing. You don't need the powdered version. And I know what I'm on about because I have been to Gilroy, your capital of garlic. Honestly, meh. Sorry.
Damn! Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know shit about garlic. But they said, they were like, yo, your capital of garlic? Meh. That is, nah, that's a fucking insult. Damn.
Fresh thing. You don't need the powdered version. And I know what I'm on about because I have been to Gilroy, your capital of garlic. Honestly, meh.
Damn.
Sorry, yeah. Then there's sugar everywhere, even in the bread. And for a nation that is so obsessed with sugar, how do you consistently get your candy so wrong? I'm sorry, but I'm not letting you off the hook until we talk about corn candy. What the fuck is that? Does anyone actually eat that? Why is it so popular?
Candy?
Have you ever had a nice, French gelée? Oh my god. Have you ever
I've never
had
had that.
candied violet petals? I'm salivating already. Already covered how weird your chocolate tastes.
Hey, yo. Bruh, I'm about ready to, get a P.O. box or something and just get you guys to start sending me shit to review. I swear to God. That could be actually a funny idea. But, yo, on some real shit, if/whenever I go and visit Europe, because I'd like to, I just don't have the money and the resources, and I haven't earned it. But whenever I do, yo, we gotta do make sure you guys, whenever this happens, make sure you yell at me. Make sure I film some food reviews of different places, because we need to do that. That's actually
Everything was just
I'm really
consistently
curious
in
what
this
shit
kind of
tastes like
uncanny
that.
valley. The house is made of drywall. Where's the stone? Where's the cement? Where's the brick? I mean, I was a kid, but after a while, my mother asked me, "How are you liking living in this?"
there are actual brick houses. Not every single house is.
States. And apparently I said it's creepy because it's like Disneyland, but without the fun. Then everything looks like the thing, but isn't the thing. I mean, I could go on, but you brought food as an example, and I just thought I'd respond in kind. I know it's difficult to leave the States, but if you get a chance, come back. Welcome you with open arms. But I'm gonna leave on a positive note for you. There are a few things that nobody can do like the US. These are not gonna be gotchas. Number one, peanut butter, amazing, and it's a you thing. Number two, but this is my main thing, New York cheesecake. Nobody in Europe does it like you. They do this weird no-bake cheesecake. Not the same thing. Cherry pie, anything
No, that's
Cajun
facts.
spiced, all amazing. Your Napa Valley white wines are okay also. Not amazing, but okay. Red velvet cake, insanely good. Pancakes and French toast.
Facts.
Your breakfast slaps, but I could only eat it if I was really hungover. Do you want more culture shock examples? Let me know.
Americans.
Yo, I'm surprised that it's all about food. Low key, I was expecting there to be more than just food. I wasn't even I might have expected to hear one or two things about food, but every single thing has been how our food sucks. What is this? Bruh.
Been to or traveled to Europe? What's something Europe has changed in your mind that now you can't let go?
No, okay, so it changed a lot of things for me. And when I was a junior in college, I went and lived in Ireland for roughly 6 months, and I spent most of my time, 99.9% of my time, in one area of Galway, which is in the western section. And it's a fairly good-sized city as far as Ireland is concerned. And so it changed a shit ton for me. One of the things that it changed that can never be replicated here, I do not care what somebody says, is safety. Because I was a junior, I was an American, I was in college, I was studying abroad, I was 20 sheets to the wind every now and then, and I would walk home from the pubs. They close at 4, 3 or 4 in the morning. So I'd be walking home.
I thought, bro, I was worried for a second. I thought Jay was about to say 4, in 4 p.m. I was like, what? Y'all said your pubs are better than our bars, and y'all close at 4 p.m.
After getting some food, at 4 in the morning by myself from Center City to my house. No problems. And I never felt unsafe one time. The second thing it changed was police. I don't know, this is just my experience, and then the experiences I saw of people with them, but you could be that drunk bastard out on the thing, I'm gonna piss on a wall and I'm gonna fight you. The cops would just be like, all right, Joe, get in the car, we're gonna take you home. Get in the fucking car, Joe. And they were just super nice. You were encouraged to walk up to them and be like, hey, you know what? I kind of need a ride. And they'd be like, all right, cool. Let's see if we can call you taxi.
Yeah,
and we'll
we
take
ain't
you.
doing that.
Get on whatever. Super polite. The other change.
Yeah, we not doing that out here. We're not going to the cops like, hey, want to give me a ride, man? Nah. At least I'm
It
not.
changed, and this is really weird, but it changed me forever. So, Chinese food. Yeah.
More food.
So Galway is this like little international port. So the Chinese food that I had in Galway was like straight from whatever section of China the owner of that restaurant was from.
That's
and
awesome.
Imported its food directly from that area of China. So they made cuisine that was not Americanized
As real
in any
as
shape or
real.
form. And so even in my wildest dreams, when I was there, I ordered like takeout. And it showed up at my door. It was raining hell, like I hate rain. So I was like hiding. Anyway, that's another story. And so the guy knocks on the door. I have this Chinese food. And I called the guy I was dating back in America via Skype back in the day and was like, I've had the best Chinese food in my life. And then told my roommates who were Irish. And they were like, oh, that's nothing. You should go to this place. Whole different region of China. And it was just so good. And so now, no matter where I go in America, I have yet to have Chinese food nearly as good as I did in Ireland. And basically it changed me forever. So, yeah.
Americans.
That's... Bro, everybody, at least she said more things than food. I like that. Not that I have a problem with people calling out the food. I just want to hear, the problem with these kind of compilations is you tend to hear the same thing over and over and over. Like, I wish the people who made this compilations put in an effort to, take clips that have different points, if that makes sense. But I do think this is funny and really interesting.
Who've been to or traveled to Europe. What's something Europe has changed in your mind that now you can't let go?
How cheap it is to travel. This is applicable for the rest of the world, not just Europe. But accommodations and public transportation is so cheap in Europe. And traveling is a lifestyle. So different in the United States. Like if you want to travel cheap in the US, you got to hitchhike, got to be a dirty kid, you got to train hop. People still do that in Europe, but you don't have to. You can stay at hostels for $10 a night. You can get a train ticket to a different country for $20. You can ride the subway across the city for $1. And it'll take 15 minutes. Now, of course, this depends on what city you are in Europe, but you're also encouraged to travel there.
Okay. I'm going to defend America on this. Now, she is right, but at the same time, you can't judge a place like America for it being expensive to go to different countries because we have a whole ocean between us and Europe. It's not like you can go from the UK to fucking Ireland, I guess England to Ireland, then to fucking Scotland, then to fucking Amsterdam, and you don't go across a huge ocean. Now you could say, yeah, but we got Canada and Mexico, but you guys have a lot more. So I'm gonna defend us on that one point right there.
Unlike the United States where everything...
But she is right. The travel, it can be expensive.
...revolves around working.
Americans who've been to or traveled to Europe.
Especially
What's
these
something
damn
Europe
gas
has changed
prices.
in your mind that now you can't let go?
There has to be a deeper reason behind why America and Japan are the only countries in the world that wash their eggs. And if I know anything about how America likes to cut corners, save $1 at the expense of the people, I don't feel like I will like the answer once I get it.
Americans who've been to or
That's
traveled to
kinda
Europe.
facts.
What's something Europe has changed in your mind that now you can't let go?
Yeah, exactly what he said. The food. I lived in Italy for a summer, and when I went there, I was fairly healthy, but I got there and it's just fresh pasta, fresh pizza, fresh gelato, and I was eating that.
I wonder, because, as a fat ass, right, because I will openly admit I am a fat ass. If I, spent, say, a month in Europe, I wonder how much weight I'd lose. If I ever do that, that's another thing y'all gotta yell at me to do is, keep track of my weight and see how much I actually lose. You gotta... Yo, I am counting on you guys, because I have the fucking memory of a goldfish. So I'm counting on you guys. If this ever happens, y'all need to yell at me. Y'all need to send me this clip. Future Bobby, you better fucking do that shit.
That every single day. I can't even tell you how much prosciutto I had while I was out there. And I came back after the summer and I was healthier than when I had left. And not only that, when I started eating the food here in America again, I was sick. I got really sick for months. The apartment that I had in Italy, it had a small refrigerator. You get groceries for whatever you're going to cook that day. Everything is fresh. You're not doing leftovers. I've been trying to get back ever since.
So wait. So you're telling me you guys don't like buy in bulk out there? Or maybe I know she's just saying what she did, but I'm asking in generality. Because like at least for most people in America, we go and we buy a bunch of food to stack up for a while, right? Maybe a week, maybe two. And every 2 weeks we go to the store, buy a bunch of food. At least that's how my family does it. That's how, my extended family does it. All my friends, everybody I know does it like that, right? I'm sure some people don't. That's beside the point. Is that how it is out there? Let me know. I mean,
Americans who've been to or traveled to Europe, what's something Europe has changed in your mind that now you can't let go?
I was living in France for 7 months, so I would say it changed my lifestyle a lot. Firstly, I can't even wear Crocs outside anymore. Or any really athletic clothing to any place other than the gym. I'm not doing it. I'm also not in a rush to do anything, to go anywhere, to finish my food. I'm not in a rush to do anything. I love eating in now. I don't want to eat in the car. I don't want to eat in a drive-thru. I just want to sit and eat. Lastly, I would say diet and exercise. I find myself parking further away so that I can walk because I walked so much in France. And then I'm also not eating the same things I used to eat because they didn't have Pop-Tarts. They didn't have all this sugar that we eat in the U.S. all over the place. And if they did, it was rated an F. So you don't even want to eat that.
What's the most inappropriate thing a therapist...
Here's the thing. Again, as I kind of touched on before, I wish they had more than just food. I mean, they did, but I wish there was it seemed like the majority was talking about the food, which is actually really interesting. It's just personally when I watch these videos, I don't want to hear the same stuff over and over. You get me? That's me nitpicking. Overall, I actually enjoyed this video. It was really interesting. Give me a fat ass like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. Again, if I ever go to Europe, yell at future me to fucking do the stuff I was talking about. And if you made it to the end, I want your opinions on the lighting here. Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. Bye.
With